Hey guys, and welcome back to another Animal Jam video. Once again, if you hadn't seen my previous video that I made a couple of weeks ago, I'm sorry that I was missing for quite a few months a while ago. However, I'm back now. I'm going to be making videos at least once or twice a month, and hopefully it'll become once or twice a week after that. Once things get a little bit less busy with school and everything. But today I'm going to be making a video about the 10 things that have happened recently on Animal Jam in the community and updates and basically everything else. There's been a lot of changes through the course of 2017, and now that 2017 is almost over, I'm going to talk about the 10 changes that have surprised me and shocked me the most in Animal Jam. Number 1. If you're a longtime player of Animal Jam, then you probably remember the days when people would walk through Demaux Township, turn into, say, Bunny, or a seal, or something of the likes of that, go into the pillow room, and say something like, "Adopt me, please," or something like that. It used to happen all the time. Adoption was a huge factor of Animal Jam life. And if you went into a pillow room in a crowded world, you would always see several people, at least, in the pillow room trying to get adopted. However, nowadays, even in the most crowded of rooms, there's rarely a single person in the pillow room. Adoption has totally died down on Animal Jam, and it's not really something that people do anymore, and because of this, the pillow room has totally lost all function. I'm wondering if AJHQ is going to catch on to this and possibly get rid of the pillow room or replace it with something else. I did notice that they happened to get rid of Club Geos and replace it with another building. I know that this was probably just a coincidence, or they thought that they needed a better place in Demaux Township and there was no space to place the new building, but I did notice that recently Club Geos has been used a lot less, so perhaps they're going to do something like that with the pillow room. Who knows? Do you guys think that they're going to get rid of the pillow room, or do something to the pillow room, or make a renovation on it, or do you think they're just going to leave it and do nothing about it? Alright, number 2. Animal Jam starts selling real-life everything. Okay, so it all started about this time last year with the Animal Jam Winter Box, and from there they have put out everything. They have put out Animal Jam apparel now, Animal Jam plushies, Animal Jam houses, mini Animal Jam things, everything that they can possibly put out, Animal Jam charm bracelets. I didn't expect that Animal Jam was going to go this crazy about selling items and become this much into making their game into a real-life thing. But maybe they're having trouble with getting enough money for their game, or there aren't enough members supporting them. Or maybe they just want more money, because I've noticed there have been a lot of sales lately, and things that are making you try not necessarily to buy diamonds or any other in-game promo or anything like that, but instead things in real life that reference Animal Jam in some way or another. Like, in this picture, these watches with Animal Jam animals on them, or Animal Jam shirts and shorts, or an Animal Jam penguin hoodie. These types of things, I would love for them to end. I honestly understand that there are a lot of kids out there who would see news like this and be like, "Oh, I want an Animal Jam shirt," but there are also a lot of players, probably more than half of players, who aren't excited to see things like Animal Jam apparel and Animal Jam charm bracelets, and are more excited to see interesting new promos and interesting things that actually have to do with the game itself. However, I know that some people might feel differently, so please comment down below. Do you think that either they are going to change this? Do you think that it's going to stay the same, or do you think that it's going to be more serious? And more importantly, do you like this? Do you like things like Animal Jam apparel, Animal Jam charm bracelets, and Animal Jam boxes, or do you wish they were working on the game itself instead? Comment down below. Number 3. Number 3 for me would have to be adventures. Now you might say, well, what's so different about adventures? They've released a lot of new interesting adventures lately, and they let out 2D adventures, and they really seem to be advancing their adventure program, but it's not something that's too shocking. Well, it isn't really anything about the kind of new adventures that they're releasing that shocks me. The thing that shocks me the most is actually the way people reacted after Julian 2 quit and there were less Animal Jam conspiracies out there. Now, it seems like people care a whole lot less about adventures. Now, I don't want to go too far into the details of why Julian 2 quit Animal Jam or talk about that too much in this video, because that's really not what this video is about. But I do know that what I am talking about was hugely influenced by the fact that one of the lead Animal Jam conspiracy makers on Animal Jam YouTube quit and left people without someone to inspire them to make Animal Jam conspiracies and theories. Therefore, people have stopped investigating phantoms, they've stopped investigating adventures and enjoying them for that reason, and at a time when Animal Jam is releasing a whole lot of new content, there are not actually many people making new theories and conspiracies. This is a way that I did not expect Animal Jam to turn. This time last year, I would have probably expected that with everything going on, and Messages in a Bottle, and everything that was happening, and everything that came soon after that. I would have definitely expected that Animal Jam conspiracies and theories were going to become more and more popular and get more and more exciting. But it actually turns out that it went in the entirely opposite direction after Julian 2, who is now soon going to college, had to quit Animal Jam, and now there are a lot of people who lost their inspiration to play adventures. And I made an entire video about this. It's called Phantom Theories and Conspiracies. Go check it out right now if you're more curious about this. On to number 4. Alright, so this one may seem like a bit of a stretch at first, but just hear me out and I think you'll understand. So, the reason why I'm standing in Mount Chevere on the ice is not because I'm telling you that I am so shocked that people have stopped thinking that the ice is going to break. Now that's true. Over the course of the past year, maybe even year and a half, people have stopped doing this. And actually, I think it may have to do with something rather serious, but I may be wrong, and I'm so curious to see what you guys think, because I might be totally wrong about this, but I want to see if some of you guys agree. So anyways, let's get on with it. So what I think is that the reason there are no people jumping around in Mount Chevere, and this actually ties on to my previous point a little bit as well about the conspiracies and theories and all of that, is because I think that the Animal Jam community is becoming more shallow, and that really worries me. So you might be wondering, well, Ender, why would you think that the Animal Jam community is becoming more shallow? It seems like there are more players than ever, and there are tons of new updates, and there are lots of people playing the game. There are tons of full worlds. Everything's going great for Animal Jam, plus they have Play Wild as well. Yes, I'm not saying that Animal Jam is growing less prosperous as a game in itself. All I'm saying is that I have noticed a huge decrease, and this ties into my first point as well, a huge decrease in a lot of the activities that made Animal Jam Animal Jam. People would go jump on the ice, and they'd make phantom theories and conspiracies, and go to the pillar room to become adopted. I feel like nowadays the trade system is so broken, and people are just trying to trade for higher items, people are going around, there are a few friends and people who play the game for buddies, but most people are just playing the game for rares, and it has lost a lot of what really made it Animal Jam. But do you guys think I'm wrong? Do you think that Animal Jam is changing, or do you think that it's becoming more shallow? And what do you think that Animal Jam HQ can actually do to fix this? And what do you think that maybe we can do something to fix this? I really don't know. This is something that I'm not even sure about. I only realized this very recently when I noticed how many things that used to be so iconic of Animal Jam were disappearing and fading away, and I'm not really sure what will be coming in the future. I'm so curious to see, and if you're watching this video like a year later, I am so curious what you have seen happening in the Animal Jam community, and what Animal Jam HQ is actually going to do to change this, to fix this, or maybe just to further it, and whether it's going to harm or help the game in the end. Alright. So number 6. I apologize, my bad, I meant number 5. Alright, let's go. And the 5th thing on this list is going to be the Diamond Shop. Now, if you're newer to Animal Jam, you might not know this, but all people who've been playing for more than a year or so know that Diamond Shop and diamonds and all of that was totally different. And I'm not talking about before there was a Diamond Shop or anything like that far in the past. I'm talking about just a couple of years ago, or like a year and a half ago, when there was no member daily spin. And the reason this is so important is because members would get 1 diamond every Tuesday, and they would get 1 diamond every other day during the month of December, and that was it. They could get diamonds through codes if they were lucky enough to find a diamond code, and then also if they happened to land on a diamond in the daily spin, which was very, very rare. Nowadays, it's pretty much every day for members, but that hasn't been going on for that long. That has been going on for about a year now. That came out at the very beginning of 2017. Now it's about to be 2018. So this has been going on for nearly a year now, and it is just, I would like to say that it is crushing the Diamond Shop, because the Diamond Shop was something special. There were these rares, these glitched items, these spikes that you can't buy and that are incredibly difficult to get and that you have to work your way up in the trade system to get. But then there were also these diamond items that you could get if you were patient and if you went on every day and if you saved up your diamonds and if you didn't spend them on every last thing, then you could get a good item or a good animal or the new den or music or something like that. But nowadays, members get all the diamonds and non-members get none of the diamonds. So the diamond shop and everything about it has now just become a member privilege. And I do not like this. I know some of you might be like, oh, what are you talking about? If you get membership, then you can get all of the cool items. That's so awesome. It just makes me a little bit sad, and I totally get that point of view, but it just does make me a little bit sad that there is no more step in between rares that are extremely hard to acquire and things that you can buy for 200 gems in the shop now. That is just a little bit sad to me, and I'm hoping that Animal Jam HQ will do something about this, but with the way they've been leaning, with everything that I've been talking about this video, I'm worried that that's not going to happen. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Alright, now it is time for number 6. Alright, now I'm going to talk about something that is a little more unclear and that some people might really disagree about. I'm going to be talking about the age group in Animal Jam. Now, some people are going to say, what are you talking about? Last year, the age group was like 9 to 11-year-olds normally. This year, it's still pretty much mostly 9 to 11-year-olds, and I might say, yeah, I think I kind of agree with you. There might be some other people that say, well, I think that there are more younger people playing, and now I see much more mature community that's, you know, getting around the rules and the code, and Animal Jam might notice that as well. Or you might say that since, and hear me out here, because this I think I agree with the most. Since there is so much lack in that jumping on the ice, those adventures and conspiracies, those YouTubers who inspire older people to play Animal Jam, the community may be getting younger, and that also ties into the reason why Animal Jam is having success with things like t-shirts and shorts that older players probably aren't too interested in, but younger kids think is really cool. I think that's a little bit sad, to be honest with you. The Animal Jam community is just getting younger and younger because there's not anything left to interest older jammers. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the Animal Jam community is still the exact same age group as last year, and I'm just worrying too much. What do you guys think? Alright, now for number 7. The community of Animal Jam. And I hate to say this, but it has changed so much since just a year ago, since many years ago, since beta days. This is no longer a place where people just go and talk to each other. Notice how all the lands except for Jamont Township are virtually empty. And I'm going to show you something that's even more sad than that. If you've been playing for a long time, will probably make you pretty upset. Alright, I am in a very full world right now, as you can see. Jamont Township is entirely full. There are some people in Coral Canyons. Now, let me go ahead and take a trip to another lane. I think I just got that. Yes, I did. Did you guys see that message? It just said, he loads another bullet and aims it at her. What has happened to role-playing? You guys, this is so different. Ugh, I hate the filters. See, this is where it comes in, that there's this huge gap. So, is the community getting older and more mature? Is it getting younger? Is the reason why Animal Jam's not having success because there's no young people left to enjoy the features that are giving them money? What is going on here? All of these ideas are totally conflicting with each other. And see, role-playing has changed. They are shooting each other with guns in this roleplay. I just went to a random Serapia forest, most crowded world. Serapia forests and crowded worlds are almost never empty. They're almost always full with role players. They used to be clans and cats and all sorts of things, and now we're shooting bullets at each other. That is just so nice. Alright guys, I'm sorry. I know I only got 7 points done today, but this video is running a little bit long. In fact, I actually only have 2 minutes left until my max time is reached. I can only make videos up to 15 minutes long right now. So what I'm going to have to tell you is, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I know that I've been saying a lot over the course of this video, and I'm so impressed that you stayed till the end of this video, because, I don't know, it was a little bit tedious, but if you did stay and you're actually hearing this, you might have noticed that I said a lot. Oh, comment down below. This one might be controversial. Oh, tell me what you think. I don't know if you agree. Some of you probably disagree. Saying things like that. Instead of just saying, oh, here's something that everybody thinks is really strange. I am going for something that people might not agree about. But no. Something that people might not agree about, and people might say, like, wait, what are you talking about? That is so not true. No, Animal Jam is fine. It's going well. Who needs those old things? It's just changing. And then there are also going to be people who are like, oh, well, I think this is a problem as well. I think blah, blah, blah. That is why I really need you guys to comment down below. And that's why I asked you so many times over the course of this video if I could get either 10 new subscribers who just sit there and never actually watch my videos, or maybe they watch my videos and don't really participate or comment or anything, or 10 people who don't subscribe but comment on this video. I would much rather commenters, because I love seeing you guys' opinions, and that's what I really love about being a YouTuber, or I wouldn't really consider myself a YouTuber, but just being on YouTube. I would say that it is very nice to see what other people think and to be able to share my ideas with the world. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, leave a like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And if not, please comment down below and tell me what you didn't like, because I always like constructive criticism and I will not be angry. And thank you all for watching. Goodbye.